China's emissions exceeded those of all other developed nations combined. A new report released late week found that Communist China's greenhouse gas emissions in 2019 were higher than the rest of the developed world combined. The report was published by the Rhodium Group, a leading independent research provider that specializes in matters involving China, energy and climate, India, and economics. Using our newly updated global emissions data through 2019, we estimate that in 2019, for the first time since national greenhouse gas emissions have been measured, China's annual emissions exceeded those of all developed countries combined. China's emissions were less than a quarter of developed country emissions in 1990, but over the past 3 decades have more than tripled, reaching over 14 gigatons of CO2 equivalent in 2019. China now accounts for 27% of the total global emissions, while the US only accounts for 11%. India now accounts for the third highest output of emissions at 6.6%, outpacing Europe for the first time. A separate analysis from the firm estimated that China's emissions grew in 2020 despite the coronavirus pandemic that originated in Wuhan and subsequently wreaked havoc across the world. Based on preliminary economic and energy data, we estimate that total GHG emissions in China increased 1.7% in 2020, reaching 14,400 million metric tons (MMT) of CO2e. Yes, China is still categorized as a developing nation by WTO, they manufacture a lot of our products and so on. But that's of course no excuse for ruining future and present living conditions. We can't solve the climate crisis unless China drastically changes course, Thunberg tweeted. If you haven't done yet, please subscribe our channel.